Hello and welcome back to my channel. I am Alicia Yang, your success coach and psychic here at yestotheying.com, where success always starts by saying yes to you. And today I am doing a full deep dive in-depth tarot reading for my fire queens and kings, my Aries, Leo, Sagittariuses, and this is your full moon in Taurus reading with the partial lunar eclipse. So let's see what this full moon and this eclipse has for you. Whee! All right, my fire queens and kings, let's pull a card to see what message in general is yours. What message does the full moon in Taurus have for you? Ooh, the Hierophant. So this is your dilemma in the sense right now. It's about like trying to figure out, okay, am I going according to plan, or am I going to like manipulate and deceive in order to get what I want? I love her from Zootopia. So structure, law and order, and community are the main themes of the Hierophant card, right? Dawn, Bellwether both represent exploits and exploits those themes as the ambitious sheep who moves up Zootopia's government hierarchy to promote her own agenda. But here's the thing, right? Right now, this encourages you to get inspired by her revolutionary spirit by questioning the status quo. This is about boldly following your heart and blazing your own trail, okay? So right now you've been in this dilemma of, do I follow the steps of time-honored traditions, you know, a time and a place for individualism and nonconformity, blah, 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 respecting the conventional way of doing things, and really listening to your heart and like blazing your own trail. So you've kind of been in this dilemma of like, okay, do I do what everyone else has been doing, or do I do something else, right? So that's kind of where you are at the moment. So what is your ultimate goal? Let's see. What is your ultimate goal? What is the ultimate goal of my fire queens and kings? Ooh. The Queen of Swords. Oh my gosh, it's so funny getting like queens in this position. You want to be queen. Am I correct? Queen or king, doesn't matter. Don't worry about, this is gender fluid, okay? Everybody has divine masculine, divine feminine in them, right? So I'm just saying queens because it's the queen right now. So your goal is to be intelligent and independent and self-assured and know exactly what direction you're going into, right? You are more capable than you are giving yourself credit for. You have to trust yourself. So do you conform? Do you blaze your own trail? Do you conform? Do you blaze your own trail? You obviously know the answer. You should probably be blazing your own trail. Hashtag don't worry about it, but I'm just saying that's how you become queen. Okay, so if this is your goal, right, to become queen of your own castle, being able to have all the love, the money, everything that you desire and more, then here are the obstacles that are blocking you from getting your happily ever after. And no, it's not Cinderella. All right, what are the fire queens and kings challenges? Okay, they're saying there's 4 of them. Okay, awesome. Perfect. So your challenges are, ooh, the 3 of Cups, not wanting to collaborate with no one. You're like, I got this all on my own. I don't need help. I don't need people to help me. I just gonna do my shit because, you know, like I got burned before, and I don't know whose guys I'm channeling. So if that sounds like your guys, it's probably meant for you, but you're so self-reliant because you've got all this fiery energy, right? You're a natural born leader. You naturally know how to take charge. You know yourself the best out of everybody on this planet. And so you're like, I'm just going to do what I need to do. The problem with it is that in order to fully run the kingdom that you really want, right, with all of the fame, love, wealth, success that you desire, you're going to have to collaborate with others, which you don't like to do. So, ooh, Double threes. Oh my gosh. So it's heartbreak. It's because you've been burned before in the past. Did I not channel that before I even said that? So you've been burned before, right? And so you don't want to collaborate because you're like, fuck no, some bitch is going to fucking stab me in the back. Fuck that shit. I'm not doing that no more, right? So this is blocking you from this. And then the 9 of Wands. So the 9 of Wands is also indicating while you are putting on your crown, while you are becoming queen, you have stepped up so much in order to get the status that you have right now. There are people that want to help you, but there are also people who want to stab you in the back. And so you've just been like, fuck this shit. I'm just like not trusting anybody. And it's about having your defenses up too much to not accept any kind of help. And finally, the 6 of Swords. 3 plus 3 is 6. I'm just saying 3, 6, 9. Like so many multiples of 3. So this is really about like your biggest block is learning how to trust others again. Okay. But with the 6 of Swords, you know what you have to do next, but you are stalling. Dragging this out is only making it more stressful for you, and resisting the inevitable will not benefit anyone in the long run. Take the next step forward and trust it is for the best. So again, you're kind of like, this is what I'm getting. Again, take what resonates and leave the rest, because this is a general reading and not a personal reading. If you would like a personal reading, please click the link in my comment section, the ko-fi.com/Alicia Yang, or yestheyang.com/get a reading. Anyway, or you can DM me on Instagram, okay? My point is this. You know what you need to do. You just don't want to do it. You've been avoiding it. You haven't wanted to do it this whole time, and you've been making excuse after excuse after excuse to not do it because you were hurt so bad, because of past experiences that you just refuse to, in a way, process, because the way that you learned how to process emotions and process trauma and process abuse was to, in a way, hide it away. And that has caused you to become a little bit more manipulative, and it's caused you to seek your power in more of a darker way. And that is actually preventing you from ultimately getting your kingdom, your queendom, because of the fact that this is all coming from the dark energy place, right? Like you're like, I don't need anyone but myself. I'm fucking fine. I don't need, I don't need people to stab me in the back. So I'm just going to like do me, which is great up to this point, right? But the problem is that you need to be honest with yourself as to whether what you're doing thus far is actually getting you what you want, right? You know what you need to do. You just need to fucking do it. Now, what do you need to do, the transformation, in order to obliterate these obstacles and be able to get your queendom? Okay, so for my fire queens, what do they need to do? What is their transformation work? What is their transformation work? Ooh, Queen of Cups. Oh, I love that. Ooh, another queen. Queen of Wands. Look at these queens. Oh my gosh. Because you are innately a queen. You're a born leader, right? All right. One more. How many more? They say 2 more. All right. What else do they need to do? The Hanged Man, see things from a different perspective. And, woo, the High Priestess. Oh my gosh. You fire queens and kings. You guys kill me. Okay. I love it so much. Okay, so also, are you not loving these cards? All right, so here we go. Number 1, the Queen of Cups. You just need to own the fact that you are the master of your emotions. Don't get so greedy like Ursula. I'm going to tell you. You want me to tell you what's up? I'm going to tell you what is up. Okay. You are intuitive. You are compassionate. You are loving. You are always willing to help any poor, unfortunate soul. but stay sensible and think things through carefully. Don't sell your soul or your voice in haste to get what you want. Take the time to consider all of your options. There may be a better way to achieve your goal, okay? Which is where the Queen of Wands comes into place. So many queens. You are a queen. So, with the Queen, you command respect and admiration, right? So be bold and expressive. Be your authentic self. That, in a way, is your most charming and strongest attribute. But you don't need to constantly have reassurance from some magic mirror or from other people or from social media giving you all of the likes and like, oh my God, like my video has to get at least 100 likes. Otherwise, like I don't feel worthy enough. No, fuck that noise. Have you been relying a little too much on the validation from others? This is when you need to remember that the true beauty, the true love that you're seeking comes from within. You got to see things through from a different perspective, okay? Relax. Chillax, okay? Relax and go with the flow. You're like, oh my God, why are you talking so slow? Like, I need to just fucking get on with it. I know, fire signs. And then this is like a very watery card where it's just like, go with the flow. Let this setback be an opportunity to pause and reflect. You're like, I don't fucking have time to pause and reflect. I have to like go after what I want. And this is what we're saying is that in order for this to happen, we really, really need you to master your emotions, right? Be your and be your authentic self. Okay? And your authentic self is not the person who's butt hurt. All right? When you are operating from a place of fear and trauma, you end up cutting those that are closest to you. And that's not fair to them. And it's definitely not fair to you because it's keeping you away from what you really desire, right? So it's time to embody the high priestess, okay? You already intuitively know what you need to do to get to where you want to go. Again, you just don't want to do it. But the high priestess is saying that your intuition will always tell you what the right thing to do is, all right? It will always tell you what the right thing to do is. This lack of clarity that you have is leading to the confusion and the insecurity that you are feeling right now, which is why you end up going back to like, oh, well, then I'll just do it everybody else's way because that's the way that I should win. But it's actually causing you a lot more heartache than you're anticipating by doing things by the book instead of trusting your intuition on everything, right? Stand in your inner power, right? You have the strength to cut through the chaos, but it's about really being able to discern what is chaotic and what is not. Right? Where is this chaos coming from? Who's actually on your side? Not everyone is out to get you. And I think that is the big less moral of the story with this reading is just the fact that not everyone is out to get you. People actually want to love you, but you've been just pushing people away and away and away and away because of the fact that you were severely hurt before with the 3 of Cups and the 3 of Swords there. It's like both in professional and private life, you thought you had your circle clear and then fucking shit went down and it really, really did a number on you, which is totally normal, right? But again, if you take a step back, look at the bigger picture, maybe look at things from a different perspective, you can start to regain your emotions, like get a hold of, oh my gosh, this is what's happening. This is where my trauma response is coming from. This is what I need to do in order to feel safe and loved again. And then be able to take the appropriate actions where you can authentically be yourself. And trusting your intuition to be able to blaze your own trail and become a true queen of your kingdom. Now the queen. The other thing that I'm realizing the other thing that they're saying with this and with the queen especially is just the fact that all of this heartache was meant to happen for a reason. This actually was happening because they needed you to really look within. And like the true message out of all of this is self-love. You've still been beating yourself up for not becoming the queen that you wanted to be yet. The results aren't there yet. There's still some part of you that is lashing out on others or taking it out on others because of these betrayals. And so this needs to be healed and cleared in order for you to blaze your own trail and get the happiness that you're wanting. Okay, now let's look at what the outcome is if you heed this advice. So what is their outcome and transformation for my fire queens and kings? All right, and here we go. So what I'm getting is, ooh, yes, the 5 of Cups. Look at that being overflowed. Woo, new love coming in. Oh my gosh, you're finally going to be able to get the rest that you need so that you can feel fulfilled. And taking time out for yourself, really getting that solitude, because again, you've been spreading yourself so freaking thin that you haven't been able to have a moment to rest. And especially with the holidays coming up, it's so important for you to not feel like everyone's stabbing you in the back and that you're just spent, to take the time out for yourself. You're going to master your ability of your work and home life so that you can get this queendom. Okay. The 6 of Cups is so good because you're really going to be able to get that emotional fulfillment that you have been lacking. There's a part of you that doesn't feel supported or loved or acknowledged. And the 6 of Cups wants you to know that if you heed this advice, then you're really going to be able to get your cup overflowing with love and fulfillment and joy and even money. I know that money didn't really pop up on this reading, and I think that's what you were wanting to see and hear. That's what I'm getting. You're like, well, what about my money? What about the success in my career? What about what I want to do? Like, where am I going to get my accolades and my fame? And to be honest with you, the only thing that is holding you back from that is your ability to step into your true, authentic queen self and really trusting your intuition. Because it's interesting, while the Hierophant is a nice logical card, right? Okay. While this is great and all, it's nothing compared to, there's nothing like actually following your intuition and doing what it tells you to do, even if that means confronting the heartache and the times when people stabbed you in the back, right? So if you can trust your intuition, do the work that you need to do, be more gentle with yourself. Again, there's this need of, I'm really strong. I don't need to be vulnerable. I've got this shit on lock. You don't know what you're talking about. There's a little bit of this defense mechanism coming up with the ego. And it really is just what you needed to do in order to keep yourself safe. But you're ready to shed this now. You're ready to step out of this defense mode, this fight or flight mode, and really start celebrating and collaborating with those that actually want to help you, because you can heal from this heartache, okay? All you have to do is trust your intuition and take some time out for yourself to really start getting that clear picture and to recharge your batteries. Now, let's look real quick with the Moonology deck. Hold on, let's put that up here. Let's look with the Moonology deck. I love using the Moonology deck, especially on full moons and new moons. So let's see what the Moonology deck. So final words of wisdom for my beautiful fire queens and kings. Final message. Woo! It is time to release that negativity. Can I get an amen? Right? Again, it's so much toxic energy. That's the thing that's holding you back. That's the thing that you need to get rid of, okay? You need to release that negativity. Step out of your comfort zone. I know that it's hard. And again, this is purple for a reason. Use your crown chakra. Use your intuition, all right? and I literally have gotten this card for every single reading thus far. So this is about dreaming bigger. Again, with the Hierophant is sitting here being like, no, be practical, be logical, do things step by step. And then the Moon is like, but there's so much more. There's so much more that you can get if you believe that you get to have it all, because you do. The end of a tough cycle really is approaching, so don't worry about it. It's just a time to give rather than take. And for a long time, you have been taking, which makes sense because you were in a trauma response. So like, there's no judgment here, but now is a time to give. See where you can give in order to be able to, A, get your attention off of yourself so that you can have time to process. And also because it's going to heal your heart chakra. Notice that it's green, right? So it's going to be able to heal your heart chakra. It's going to be able to allow your heart to open yourself up to more love, more happiness, more joy, more wealth, more success, because the wealth that you are creating right now, you're not even going to be able to enjoy it if you continue to keep your defenses up and not share it with anyone else, right? And it's funny because I hear someone's ego is like, yeah, but I share all the time, and like, I'm in a happy relationship, and like, I'm doing fine, and like, well, you don't, like whatever. And I think like that again is this trauma response, right? And getting defensive. Whereas it's like, do you really realize the kind of emotional damage that you're putting on others when you're not your true authentic self? That's why they want you to take some time to really like trust your intuition. Again, and to follow your intuition and to follow your gut. This is green. This is green. This is all about your heart chakra. You got to open this up. And it's funny because even though you're a fire sign and you are a leader and you can separate the two, this is more about really taking your leadership to the next level, which means getting true to the heart of the matter. And when you do that, you will be unstoppable. Now, let's pull a charm. Final. See what the charms have to say. What charm do you have? What message do you have for my beautiful fire queens and kings? Ooh, a flamingo. Okay, this is so cool. So what I'm hearing is that like the flamingo wants to remind you that you are unique. Okay? You are unique. You are beautiful. You are brilliant. You are a natural attractor of good things. People genuinely are drawn to you because you are so beautiful and brilliant and tall and elegant. And this is also about having the ability to stand on one leg. They're like, you have so much more talent than you're giving yourself credit for. And just because someone didn't appreciate you in the past doesn't mean that you can't appreciate that there aren't people who are going to appreciate you moving forward. This is about taking a radical approach to life and knowing that it's almost like you can do it all. Okay, you need to stop limiting yourself and you need to I'm getting the word glow. They're just glow. Your heart has been closed for so much. They want you to have a little bit more fun, a little bit more play, and again, a little less seriousness, right? Because again, what I hear in my head is like, why so serious? Like the Joker, it's like fucking crazy ass shit. And it's like, right now, you just need to focus on glowing, being your glowing self.